Hey guys, it's Stadi and welcome back to Comic Space, and today we have some Captain America Brave New World update, which is going to be our next theatrical release coming from Marvel Studios. And obviously that film is just going to be insane and it is going to have a lot of things going for it. As Anthony Mackie himself have went on to comment on the fact that whether Sam Wilson go on to take the super soldier serum in the film, it is still kind of a vague update that we have. But again, I think more than an update, it is a much more kind of a discussion that we are having the whole super soldier serum storyline, which has been long running through the days of the first Avengers. So again, we have a lot to talk about and what is happening with the Brave New World. And of course, we also need to talk about the leader, which we only have seen the glimpse of. Marvel Studios haven't officially went on to fully reveal the character of the leader that we will be seeing 15 to 16 years after making his MCU debut in The Incredible Hulk. So, as Anthony Mackie in a recent video has went on to state, Sam's evolution is simple. He is still a counselor, he is still serving the soldiers, but at the time, he is also the leader of his community in the country. He goes on to say, with the serum, it is different, you can fight anybody, but when you don't have the serum, you have to be smart and engineer different ways to defeat your enemies. So, again, we don't actually get a clear idea of whether Sam Wilson is actually goes on to get a super soldier serum in the upcoming Brave New World, or he is going to be staying like that throughout his run as Captain America. So again, like I said earlier, it is not exactly an update, but I believe it does give us a point to talk about and discuss the topic about the super soldier serum, which has been an integral part of the whole Captain America franchise until now. So as it looks like from the day one that the official teaser was dropped for Brave New World, Marvel Studios has been publishing and marketing the film as Captain America vs. Red Hulk, which again we also have the official poster for the film, and that's how the film has been marketed until now. We still haven't seen the full reveal of the leader in this film. We still haven't seen his full look, how he's actually going to be looking like. We even got to hear his voice in the latest trailer, so that is our main storyline, which is going to be leader pulling off the strings behind the scenes, which of course is also going to be one of the people who actually is liable to turning Thunderbolt Ross into the Red Hulk, which is again Captain America vs. Red Hulk. I will still count as a secondary storyline, which is going to be front to whatever leader is planning throughout this film, because again that is our primary storyline, which I will say which is our major behind the scenes storyline with leader pulling the strings. And again, I think anyhow the big and the major face off is of course is going to be between Red Hulk and of course Sam, but that is just a setup to whatever leader is planning, which I believe the Red Hulk storyline is also going to be resulting up in leading up to a World War Hulk storyline, which we for the longest time thought that Marvel Studios was looking forward to adapting a World War Hulk storyline into live action, which as it is right now, the probability of Marvel Studios adapting World War Hulk's storyline is a lot more than Marvel Studios going for World War Hulk storyline, which is a completely different thing to go on about, which again doesn't seem to be happening with Bruce Banner and where Bruce Banner is in his life, which again it does brings us back to the point, does Sam Wilson receives the super soldier serum or he doesn't? Because again, until this point he has been holding himself very well. He also have a vibranium suit, which we believe it is going to be changed up and replaced by an adamantium suit, or he at least get an adamantium set of wings as we head at the end of the film, as adamantium is discovered, and as it looks like vibranium is not going to be holding up if he doesn't receive the super soldier serum, which I believe Sam was going to be receiving that serum in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series, let alone they were just going to do that right when we head into the Sam story, which again I would say Sam should get in super soldier serum update, even though if he doesn't, and given how that character has been set up and of course the character building up from the days of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it does make sense that Sam does not step up to it. Still gotta see that, but it would make a lot more sense if he's gonna go up against Red Hulk and he's going to be holding up on its own. I would still say that Sam is going to be very reluctant about getting that super soldier serum update, but again I think as we head at the end of it, he would have no choice to hold himself up when he's gonna go up against Red Hulk, when obviously the other characters are going to be getting introduced with Giancarlo Esposito heading into the film, which again it does not seem like he's going to have any superpower whatsoever, which is again he's going to be playing the leader of Serpent Society, but this is a completely different adaptation whatsoever. So the film is going to be having a lot of things going for it, and it would make sense that Sam would actually step up and get that update. Which again, I think as we are talking about Captain America Brave New World, we also need to talk about lead like we just did. And I think the leader's plan can be a much more elaborated one and might even go further beyond whatever the storyline is going to be. Or again, of course, that character can be only confined to this film storyline only. But again, moving forward, the leader's character actually can be very helpful if you're going to be keep building up the whole Hulk's world that you are building on the other side of the multiverse, which again I think Thunderbolt Ross is also be coming back in another projects as well in the future. I don't think so Marvel Studios is going to write that character off just yet, and especially they got Harrison Ford to do it, so obviously they are probably gonna look forward to do a lot more with that character in the future if it possible. And again, as we are heading into the last phase and the last leg of the multiverse saga, which again after Captain America Brave New World, Sam is directly going to be showing up in Avengers Doomsday. It would make sense if he's actually in his full form and he have taken that super soldier serum update, because that would be very helpful when he's gonna have the whole multiverse collapsing on its own, and with of course Doctor Doom coming in, and of course a lot of things going on in that film as well. Again, I think it is going to be fun with whatever Marvel Studios is planning to do with Cap and with the Super Soldier Serum storyline. So again, it is going to be quite fun. So I think it is time for me to say guys off on this one. I'm so glad that you guys got the time to hear me out. Thanks for listening to me. This is your host Ali signing off. See you in the next one.